Welcome to Empowered Wellness with Sheetal. I thank you for joining me today as we continue our exploration into the chakras. And today is our fifth week of exploring the chakra system, our energy centers. And the fifth chakra is our throat chakra. In Sanskrit, the throat chakra is called Vishuddha. And last week, when we were talking about heart chakra, I mentioned that the heart chakra is the connector between the lower three chakras that relate to matter, and the upper three chakras that relate to spirit. And so Vishuddha chakra is the first of the three energy centers, the higher energy centers that relate to the more subtle aspect of our beingness. And more specifically, Vishuddha chakra relates to sound and space and guides us in our self-expression and communication. And so if we are experiencing deficiency in the throat energy center, we may be fearful of speaking our truth. We may be unable to share our authentic selves with others. And we may have a difficulty expressing ourselves, expressing our thoughts and feelings. On the other hand, if the energy is excessive at throat chakra, then we may be prone to talking too much. And not only that tendency to talk too much or over talk, but talking without purpose or real need to speak, simply talking for the sake of talking, so to speak, no pun intended. And also with that excessive throat energy, sometimes is that tendency or that inability to not listen, not be able to listen. And part of self-expression and good communication is also the ability to listen well. And so when the throat chakra is balanced and healthy, we are able not only to creatively express ourselves, to speak our truth, to share authentically, but we're also able to hold space for the expression of others and be good listeners. So, that all being said, let's get started with our Vishuddha chakra, our throat chakra guided meditation for today. So let's first get settled in our seat, whether we're sitting in a chair or on the floor. Let's bring awareness to the lower body. If you're sitting in a chair, let those feet settle into the floor, uncrossing the legs, uncrossing the feet, and just feel the bottoms of the feet gently pressing down into the floor, the weight of your legs pressing downward. And then if you're sitting on the floor, similarly, feel your legs against the floor and allow the weight of your lower body to settle downward. And I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already, and just begin to feel your lower body becoming that grounded, settled base from which your upper body gently lifts, gently lengthens. Perhaps making some soft movements to release any tension that you might be holding today in shoulders, face, jaw, forehead, anywhere you might notice any engagement, any gripping. Take a couple of nice big breaths perhaps, and on the exhale, letting go and creating more ease, allowing the body to soften and relax. And from this settled place, this softened place, take another few breaths, another big breaths in and out. Once again, letting go of anything you might have brought to the seat with you, your meditation with you, and allowing yourself to be present to your body in this moment And once you feel settled in your seat, present to your body, here and now, I invite you to shift your awareness a little bit more inward and begin to notice the flow of breath. Just become aware of the inhalation and exhalation, the length, the smoothness, the steadiness, the temperature. Just notice these things about your breath. And if it feels appropriate to smooth out the breath, to slow it down a little, to ease it, to create some more fullness, go ahead and make that gentle effort to breathe more fully, more smoothly, more steadily. And then give yourself permission to simply surrender to your breath once you find that nice, smooth, rhythmic flow. Softening into your breath. And then I'll invite you to take your awareness even further inward and rest your awareness at your throat, at the base of the neck, that space of Vishuddha Chakra. Simply notice what you feel there, becoming aware of any physical sensation at the throat, and base of the neck. Noticing without judgment or need to analyze or question why something is feeling the way it is. Just observe the sensations. Does it feel constricted? Do you feel tension at the base of the neck? Does the throat feel open or closed? Do you feel freedom or resistance in that space? Whatever it is, simply notice it, simply observe it, acknowledge it. Again, without any judgment or analysis of why. And then I invite you to imagine the throat chakra energy as a light blue or turquoise blue energy in that space. Visualize that light blue, turquoise blue throat energy swirling in a balanced way. Whatever imagery feels right to you. There's no right or wrong in visualizing our chakra energies. And so if that color of light blue or turquoise blue doesn't resonate with you, allow for whatever does to come up naturally for you in that space. But if nothing comes up naturally, then I invite you to make that gentle effort to visualize that blue color there. Beautiful turquoise blue, swirling in a rhythmic, balanced way at the throat, at the base of the neck, creating space for your expression, creating openness of communication. And as you continue to maintain awareness at the Vishuddha chakra, perhaps continuing to visualize that blue energy, I invite you to also reflect on and feel the essence of the following words and phrases. Self-expression, clear communication, good listening, authenticity. I have the ability to express myself fully. I am able to clearly communicate my needs, my thoughts, my feelings to others. I am able to hold space and listen well when others speak to me. I present myself authentically. Self-expression, clear communication, good listening, authenticity. So just allowing those words, those phrases, those affirmations, whatever felt best to you, to vibrate in that space of throat chakra. Feel the meaning of those words and phrases at your throat. And now, if it feels appropriate for you to join in the sounding of the seed sound for Vishuddha chakra, then please do join me as I chant the seed sound 3 times. And for throat chakra, that sound is hum, H-A-M, hum. And if that doesn't feel appropriate for you today, I invite you to simply receive the sound. Nice breath in. Hum. 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 Notice how that area of throat chakra feels upon sounding or simply listening to the seed sound. Just maintaining awareness there in that space of throat chakra, perhaps continuing to visualize that beautiful blue, turquoise blue color there. Perhaps continuing to connect to the essence of those words and phrases, those affirmations of self-expression, clear communication, good listening, and authenticity. Perhaps continuing to sound out the seed sound of hum. Just staying present to our throat chakra energy for a few more breaths. Let's take one big breath in and out, and I encourage you on the exhale to sound out that exhale, letting it go, releasing, making whatever sound feels good to you. Let's take that big breath in. Letting go, sounding out. And then bringing hands to that heart space in our Anjali Mudra, our prayer, and bowing the head down to your own heart. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, peace, and joy. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that exploration of throat chakra. And as with previous weeks, I encourage you to continue that practice of connecting to the energy of throat chakra and noticing what it is you are experiencing in that space. Physical sensations of openness or perhaps constriction, as well as noticing your ability or capacity to speak freely, truthfully, honestly, or otherwise. And then taking time to perhaps visualize that energy as balanced, as blue, as open, as free, as authentic. So until next time, I thank you once again. Be well.